We're at Empower Field at Mile High, the home of the Denver Broncos, who today will host the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Denver. Greg Gumbel, Adam Archuleta, A.J. Ross will be with us on the sidelines. This should be a very interesting interconference game. How important for the Eagles is second-year quarterback Jalen Hurts? For starters, he's Philly's leading rusher.
Well, it's a different look to this offense, and for the second straight week, less than 20 passing attempts for Jalen Hurts. Now, the 11 passes for 168 yards don't jump off the page, but he was excellent in the fourth quarter last week and put the Eagles in position to win that game.
The Philadelphia Eagles are at 3-6 in the NFC East. Dallas, the only team there above 500. Meanwhile, in the AFC West, everybody above 500. That includes the Broncos, who are 5-4. The Denver Broncos have won the toss. They have deferred, which means that the Eagles, the visiting Philadelphia Eagles, will get their hands on the football to start things off. We are glad you've joined us on this beautiful Sunday afternoon in Denver, Colorado. Feisty crowd. Deep for the kick that will not be returnable. It'll go through. Jalen Hurts at quarterback for the Eagles. 11 touchdowns, 4 picks. And they get underway from the 25-yard line. Around the right side, Hurts with the football and out of bounds at first down yardage at about the 35. That is what he does, and he does so well. He has rushed for 5 touchdowns this season.
Well, I thought it was a pretty good answer when I asked Vic Fangio about the Eagles' offensive in their running game in the past game. I said, it's not very fancy. It's right up the middle, right behind the center and guard. And he said, well, when Jalen Hurts pulls the ball, that makes it real fancy.
Straight up the middle and a huge hole for Boston Scott across midfield to about the 48-yard line of the Broncos. The Eagles' offensive line anchored, as you mentioned, 4-time Pro Bowl center Jason Kelce. He's a good one.
Well, and outside, I'm really looking forward to watching Devontae Smith, who really seems to have found himself a little bit. And last week, 5 catches, all of them over 15 yards. I would love to see Hurts target him at least 10 times in this game.
Loss of 2 makes it 2nd and 12. Once again, Scott, the running back, alongside Hurts. Hurts. Little flip to this side. It is complete. 45, 40, 35-yard line goes Scott. And that'll be another Philadelphia first down. Jordan Howard, the lone back. On 2nd and 10. Hurts rolls, looks, throws, and he's got his man inside the 20-yard line. That is complete to Quez Watkins, the second-year wideout from Southern Miss. That's another first down for the Eagles, and they're chalking them up early. Jake Elliott. That kick is good, and for the first time since Denver lost at Cleveland back in Week 7, the Broncos trail in a football game. The Eagles, 3-0. We're coming back after this. Impressive opening drive by the Philadelphia Eagles. 63 yards in 10 plays. They racked up 1 first down after another in under 5 minutes.
That was a lightning fast drive. I felt like I didn't even have a chance to catch up. But Jalen Hurts, really a strong start. 3 of 4 passing. The running game was really good, but credit that strong red zone defense for the Broncos in forcing the field goal.
Deontay Spencer will not return this one. This one goes.
A terrific game last week.
Melvin Gordon gets the first handoff. And just across the 25-yard line, T.J. Edwards. Seeing Gordon on 2nd and 9. Bridgewater, with time, completes it to the near side, and that one falls incomplete. Gordon had it, couldn't hold it. The Eagles, 4-3 defense, led up front by Javon Hargrave.
Well, just as I think the offensive line for Denver is the key, to me in this game, it's the Eagles up front. They were almost silent last week against the Chargers. Hargrave is their best player up front. He's the most disruptive up front. He's been quiet for a couple games. This is a game where they're going to have to go off against this really inexperienced offensive line.
3rd and 9. Bridgewater under pressure, got rid of it to the near side, but that's going nowhere. Gordon holds on here, but right on top of him is cornerback Darius Slay.
Just like their offense, a really incredible start here by the Eagles.
Sam Martin to kick it away from Denver. Reagan follows this one over to the sideline, and it bounces out of bounds. We'll see where they mark that, but wherever they mark it, that's where the Eagles will get their second offensive drive underway when we come back.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Domino's. Get great deals on pizza, bread twists, chicken, desserts, and more. Ghostbusters Afterlife, in theaters November 19th. And by AT&T 5G, fast, reliable, and secure.
Well, the ski resorts just west of here received a fresh coat of snow this past week, provided some ideal conditions for skiers of all ages. And speaking of skiers, great Lindsey Vaughn on hand today. You're a skier, Arch. Would you stick around a couple days and hit the slopes?
I'm a snowboarder. You got to get your...
Same thing.
No, it's not the same thing, but I can't wait to get back on the slopes.
First down from the 20-yard line, and this is Boston Scott. On 2nd and 6. Hurts under pressure. Had to throw it. It is caught on the far sideline. Nice grab by Dallas Goedert.
Oh, really, really nice. Hurts, he is under tremendous pressure by Fuller, and Goddard is just able to get that separation.
These Eagles will not be afraid to run the football. Last week against the Chargers, 39 rushes for 176 yards.
Yeah, and they made a shift in their philosophy. And coming into this season, they kind of had an idea of who they wanted to be. They wanted to be a 3 wide receiver football team. They really felt that, you know, being in the spread game really suited what Jalen Hurts did well. And Nick Sirianni said what worked in training camp in a 12-play period really didn't equate to what was happening in the season. But since they've kind of gone to this style, it's taken some pressure off of Hurts, and he has excelled using the play action off of it.
On 3rd and 2, this is Howard, and Howard has the first down across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Here's a 3rd and 11 for Philadelphia. Hurts dodging, throwing over the middle, and he's got his man across midfield and into Denver territory is Dallas Goedert. Hit hard and went down at about the 47-yard line. On the play clock. From the 47, the give is to Howard, and Howard off the left side to about the 40. Jordan Howard in the backfield. He's going to get the handoff, and he is going to get a first down inside the 40 to about the 37, close to the 36-yard line, but enough for a first down for the Eagles.
What you've seen, 6 of 7, 71 yards, and has really had a terrific start to this quarter.
Hurts looking, going deep, down the far sideline. It is to the end zone and caught by Devontae Smith for the touchdown.
Oh my, and this, what a matchup, rookie against rookie. They're just going to go downtown. The coverage was excellent by Surtain. And look at Smith. Did he come down in bounds? Really, really nice position by Surtain. Doesn't get any better than that. And then Smith just goes up and wins the battle.
Let's see if he gets 2 feet down before he falls. Let's see. There's one.
Yep, he gets the butt down. He gets the one leg in the butt. Oh, just incredible. And that's really the first time that Surtain has given up a go ball this season. And they went after the one guy who doesn't give up the fade route in Surtain. He's been attacked 9 times.
That's how the play ended. They are taking a look at it on review with 3:16 to play in the first quarter. We'll take a break.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Grey Goose Vodka, Vive Le Martini, and by USAA Insurance, committed to the military community.
Welcome back, everyone. While we were away, the touchdown catch was confirmed. Devontae Smith landed inbounds, and now the extra point attempt by the Eagles to make it a 10-point lead. So here's Elliott. And that kick is good. So 3:16 to play. Here in the first quarter, 10-0 Eagles. We're back in half a minute after this from Progressive Insurance.
Progressive presents At Home with Baker Mayfield.
Really appreciate you stepping into house sit. Everything should be pretty straightforward. Here's the keys. Let me show you inside. So each heater's on its own power grid, so you're just gonna have to throw the breakers each night. Tuesday's trash day. Just pull the dumpsters out the night before. Do you like dogs?
There are dogs?
It's a whole section of them. If you're gonna leave, remember to set the alarm. The code is 6.
Just 6?
While we were away, we were in touch with our rules guru, Gene Steratore, and having an intimate conversation about body parts. Explain that catch, Gene.
Impressed with the catch and impressed with now Adam's ability to be objective as far as officiating goes is great, Greg.
That's like Adam almost went to med school or something. They're down 10-0. They're on 25. This is Jerry Jeudy, and Jeudy brought down at about the 27-yard line, maybe the 28. On first down, and we get penalty flags.
False start by the offensive quarterback, number 15. It's a 5-yard penalty. It's first down.
So that charge goes against Teddy Bridgewater.
And he has the speed to get outside.
Keep it on the ground again, and this time across the 45. Javon Hargrave makes the stop. End of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter it is. 10-0 Eagles. Broncos on the march. We're back to Denver, Colorado after this. Look at Vic Fangio, now in his 3rd season as the head coach here in Denver. By anyone's account, pretty good defensive mind.
91 yards against the Dallas Cowboys. Got to be impressed not only with them, but that Broncos offensive line that I mentioned, playing with 3.
You are invited to the concert of a lifetime with Adele, including an exclusive interview with Oprah Winfrey. Adele, one night only tonight on CBS.
Well, here's the question for Vic Fangio. He has to figure out a way to stop Jalen Hurts. And really, it's not because of his scrambling ability. It's because of what he's been able to do throwing the football.
On 2nd and 8, Hurts escapes one tackler and knocked out of bounds by Jonathan Cooper.
A huge stop for Vic Fangio's defense.
Deontay Spencer from his own 21. Oh, it hit hard from the side at about the 27 or the 28-yard line by Sean Bradley. We'll take a break. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the game snapshot presented by Progressive Insurance. We have seen some good football so far. Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith up high for the catch and inbounds for the touchdown. Bridgewater rolling, throwing, and hit Jerry Jeudy, and Jeudy could not hold on.
This time it looks like to Williams.
Devontae Williams here, and fighting his way to about the 3-yard line. Davion Taylor. Bridgewater lofting it this side of the field, and it is incomplete. Intended for Tim Patrick. Defense, a different story.
Yeah.
They allow a season-high 143 total yards to the Eagles in the first quarter. This will go through the end zone for the touchback, and the Eagles will start on the 25-yard line. Let's talk about Jalen Hurts.
Oh, you got to love it. 7 of 8, 107. Starts it out, a little roll to the right, and then hits just at the last second Quez Watkins. This time he's going to slide to the left and hit Dallas Goedert on the crosser. And then this one, you're not going to see very many catches. Better than this one on the sideline. Devontae Smith, the phenomenal rookie.
2nd and 10. This is Howard. And Howard breaking free. Out to about the 35. That looks like it'll be enough for a first down.
Offense and has really started to become the feature.
Hurts. Gonna pull it down and run. And will he run? Midfield, 40, 35, to about the 33-yard line before Justin Simmons drags him down. That's a 32-yard run by Hurts.
And initially, I'm like, hey, wait a minute. You've got somebody open here on the flat. He had Howard wide open in the flat, and I thought, oh, for sure, just give it to Howard. I thought he missed it, and then he goes ahead and does this. So when you get into man coverage and you're not disciplined in your rushing lanes, I think the scouting report tells you that Hurts is going to take that all day long.
Well, Greg, as you talk about Jalen Hurts and his propensity to run with the ball, when we asked him what he prefers, he says he prefers just winning. He would I'd rather throw the ball 1,000 times or run 1,000 times as long as it ends in a W. So clearly he's doing whatever it takes today to hopefully get in the W column after this one.
Yeah, AJ, and we were also very impressed with the very logical approach to his job that Jalen Hurts has in only his 2nd season.
I loved his answer when you pointed out that he was their leading rusher. What did he say? He said, it's not the first time I've been the leading rusher.
2nd and 10, that pass to the outside, that is complete, and this is Boston Scott to about the 25.
Here on 3rd down, and the big dilemma is, what do you do? Do you play man and risk Hurts running the football and breaking contain?
Scott in the backfield. Scott looks like he has the first down to the 22. Hurts, 14 carries and 108 yards scrambling on 3rd down coming into this week.
over 300 yards. He came into this game with 460 some yards rushing. Over 300 of his yards this season have come on scrambles and off schedule plays, and I thought it was fascinating when we asked Nick Sirianni just about his scrambling and off schedule, and he said that when they came into this season, the key stat was that Jalen Hurts on off-schedule plays, 51% scrambles, by far most in the NFL.
First down from the 22. He'll keep it. Left side. That's inside block, and he gets to about the 19, maybe the 18-yard line.
One of his favorites, again, they are heavy rushing tendency on 3rd down when they come 3rd down and short. But in the passing game, and especially in the red zone, no Goddard, so somebody else is going to have to try and get open.
Hurts throwing over the middle. That's complete inside the 10 to about the 9-yard line is Quez Watkins. It'll be 1st and goal.
This is a really tough play. We know that Quez Watkins can fly. This is a really tough play for Darby, who's playing off and outside leverage to be able to chase Watkins across the formation.
Pass out to the outside is complete, and down at the 5-yard line is the tight end Jack Stoll, the rookie out of Nebraska. We're all tied at 10. Coming up on 3:15 to play here in the first half.
And you got strength against strength. Eagles red zone offense against Denver's red zone defense.
The pass to the end zone, touchdown! Devontae Smith once again on the receiving end.
Well, it appears that the Eagles just caught Denver in the perfect defense, and that's Fuller. He's playing outside. And Vic Fangio brings zero pressure. We've heard about zero pressure. That means there's no help. And when you come with that, you have got to protect the inside. It's almost impossible against that look to cover a crossing route, and Hurts reads it perfectly and delivers a strike.
Jake Elliott's extra point attempt is good. 3:07 to play. In an entertaining first half, the Eagles come back to grab the lead at 17-10. Told you about those pretty impressive numbers a few minutes ago. He is the 8th player, Jalen Hurts is. 2,000 passing yards, 500 rushing yards, first 10 games of the season.
It's been an up and down. You know, you never knew going into each game which version of Hurts you were going to see. I don't think we've ever seen this version. And this, if this is the version, then oh boy, he has been exceptional.
A.J. Ross, what you got?
Well, Greg, I have the understatement of a lifetime in saying Bama is pretty good at football. And here's a picture of their 2017 team. If you can believe it, 49 of these guys made it to the NFL. So there's guys on both sidelines today. Devontae Smith, Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Hurts, just to name a few. And when I was asking them about their relationship continuing over at the pro level, of course, it's exciting to be able to play together or play against each other at this level. They still group text and all of that. And even Kareem Jackson, an elder statesman, if you will, said it's all good until we're on the gridiron. We're not showing love until post-game.
That pass is incomplete. And whistle.
Ball start. Offense, number 10. 5-yard penalty. It's second down.
That's Jerry Jeudy. So 2nd and 15 now for Bridgewater. That pass is complete, and hit right away was Jeudy, and knocked back by Avonte Maddox. We'll see where they mark his forward progress. Four-man rush. Bridgewater under pressure, can't get away, and goes down at the 10. Big number 96, Derek Barnett.
Well, really nice inside, first of all, and then Barnett is going to come in and clean it up. But that's what the Eagles have to get up front. They have got to get pressure in the obvious passing situations. Really well done.
2-minute warning here in Denver. Philadelphia Eagles on the season averaged 27 minutes and 7 seconds. That's the second worst in the National Football League coming into this week. Today, almost 19 minutes of possession of the football already.
Well, a lot of that was skewed by the first half of the season. It's been a different story since they started running the ball so well the last few games.
Jalen Reagor at the 30.
Some adjustments here against Hurts.
This is Gainwell, left side, to about the 20.
The 2-minute drill, and has made a lot of big impact plays this year for a rookie.
Hurts, lots of time, plenty of time. Now on the move and throws to this side. That is complete, and out of bounds short of the 30-yard line is Gainwell. First down now from the 29-yard line, and Hurts to throw. That's complete. Devontae Smith. Pulled down short of the 40 by Pat Surtain. And that is one Alabama rookie.
Jalen Hurts is really dialed in on where to go with the football.
Hurts looking left, throwing left, and that is complete on the sideline. Catch is made just across midfield, and it's a first down. Reagor pulling it in.
And this really exceptional, really nice route by Reagor. He snaps it back, but look at this, under pressure. Shelby Harris is coming right up the gut, and Hurts just stands right there in the pocket and delivers just a perfect football. hasn't missed here against the Broncos in the first half.
On first down, that pass is complete. Inside the 40, inside the 35 goes Devontae Smith. Clock continues to move, 40 seconds to play in the first half. Coming up, the Verizon halftime report. JB, Phil, Nate Boomer, and the coach will dissect the NFL scores and highlights today. All coming up on the Verizon halftime report. So we will take a quick break and come back after this.
America! After the past year-ish, everyone deserves something new. So, AT&T is giving everyone our best deals on every iPhone, including the iPhone 13 Pro with its amazing camera, like everyone that worked from home or welcomed a new family member.
They were all out of dogs.
Our deals are for everyone.
It's not complicated. AT&T is giving new and existing customers our best deals on every iPhone, including up to $800 off the Epic iPhone 13 and iPhone 13 Pro.
15 seconds at all remains here in the first half. Eagles with a 7-point lead. The line of scrimmage is the Denver 34. And it's 3rd and 10.
Does not appear to be a pressure look, but could just be a good disguise.
We're going to go deep again. Down the far sideline. This is a 52-yard attempt by Jake Elliott. On its way. And add that one to the list. With 5 seconds to play in the first half, Elliott converts from 52 yards out. And the Eagles lead is 10 at 20-10. And here is another kickoff that will result in a touchback. Hey, a reminder, Saturday, 3:30, another afternoon of the SEC on CBS. It should be a dandy. 25th ranked Arkansas heads to Tuscaloosa to face 2nd ranked Alabama. We'll get you set for kickoff beginning at 2:30 Eastern time with the drive to Atlanta, followed at 3 Eastern by college football today. That's Saturday. The SEC is on CBS. That will run us out of time here in the first half. What an entertaining first half it has been. It's the end of the first half with the score 20-10. The Eagles lead the Broncos. Halftime is next after these first half highlights from Verizon. We're at halftime. The Philadelphia Eagles with a 20-10 lead on the Denver Broncos. Let's take a look at our first half highlight presented by State Farm. And surprise, surprise, it involves Jalen Hurts. And it involves Devontae Smith with a great catch, as the Eagles have taken a 10-point lead on the Denver Broncos. We welcome you back to Denver. Greg Gumbel along with Adam Archuleta. A Vic Fangio-coached Denver Broncos team has given up more yardage in one half than they have since he's been here. 270 yards in the first half. A lot of that is due to Jalen Hurts.
Well, to me, that is 100% the biggest story, is just how well Jalen Hurts has played. Just how his season has gone. It's been so up and down, so many roller coasters, but today is his finest half that I've seen from him. This time on the move, just at the last second hits Quez Watkins, and then he's going to just add in a nice 31-yard scramble, and then later on in the game, he's going to hit his favorite target on his 2nd touchdown of the game. They have really just dissected Vic Fangio's defense. They've consistently beat man-to-man coverage. It's been a perfect first half for Philadelphia.
We mentioned this in the first half, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, Arch, that you're wondering when Jalen Hurts is going to take off and run so much. Meanwhile, he's dissecting the defense, throwing the football.
He has, and look, they've done a really good job just in an offense. I think you also have to credit Nick Sirianni, the way he's calling this game. They seem to be one step ahead of the Denver defense. Again, they have exploited man coverage almost the entire first half. And when the Broncos have brought pressure, you've also got to tip your cap to the offensive line, because they have protected Hurts quite well.
We'll see what kind of a start Denver gets here in the second half. They will get their hands on the football first, but not on this kickoff. It'll sail through the end zone for the touchback. They'll start from the 25. We check in with A.J. Ross.
Well, Greg, Nick Sirianni pointed out the Eagles' balanced attack on offense in the first half. And yeah, he mentioned the run game, but his voice nearly cracked when I asked him about Jalen. With 176 passing yards and 2 touchdowns, Sirianni called Jalen's play to this point unbelievable and said the defense has to continue to get pressure on the inside.
Javonte Williams, this side of the field, can't escape the tackle made by Anthony Harris. Bridgewater throwing and incomplete. That one came in a hurry to Javonte Williams.
Oh, that was dangerous. TJ Edwards was all over that play. Against tight ends this season.
Here's Williams, and Williams is wrapped up almost immediately by Fletcher Cox. All 6'4", 310 pounds of Fletcher Cox. So here's 3rd and goal. Bridgewater over the middle. That's complete. Inside the 5 goes Williams, and it'll be 4th and goal from just inside the 5-yard line. And they will bring the field goal unit onto the field.
Oh, that's really good defense, and that was really set up. If there's one trend for Philadelphia getting off the field, at least in this game, it's making the one negative play for either no gain or negative yards. And that time it was set up by Fletcher Cox, which put them in a situation where you force the dump off and you come up and make a really nice tackle in the open field, and they forced the field goal. Really nicely done by Avonte Maddox inside.
Brandon McManus has been good from 21. This one will be from 22 yards out. Here's the kick. There's the block. Kayvon Wallace. And it keeps the Broncos off the board here. Gordon again. For a couple. Now, we started this day, one of the talking points.
And Philadelphia has just done a really good job of being able to get off the field, but that has been a lot of 3rd and long situations.
This is Javonte Williams turning the corner. 10, 5, touchdown, Denver. We have a penalty marker down.
Holding. Offense, number 82. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay, 3rd down.
The holding call is on Eric Saubert, the tight end. Bridgewater with time, running out of time now, and the quick pass is complete. Albert O with the catch. Bridgewater pulls it down, now throws incomplete. Intended for Sutton. Bridgewater barely escaped the rush and throws the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. Javonte Williams ducks it inside to the 5. And we have another penalty marker. 2 penalty markers down on the far side. It is suddenly raining flags.
Illegal block in the back. Offense, number 85. This 10-yard penalty will be enforced from the previous spot. Replay, 2nd down.
It's Albert O. Bridgewater throwing this side and overthrew Melvin Gordon coming out of the backfield. 3rd and 20.
From this Philadelphia defense this year.
Here's Bridgewater on the move, got rid of it. And this is Noah Fant to the 10. And that'll leave them with a 4th and 10, and here comes the field goal unit. 4:51 to play here in the third at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Entertaining football game, to say the least.
Yeah.
A little back and forth. Nick Sirianni's Philadelphia Eagles, Vic Fangio's Denver Broncos. Jalen Reagor at his goal line. And will not return. This one will start from the 25. And from the 25-yard line. This is Jordan Howard, and Howard for a couple. Nice to see. On 2nd and 5, Boston Scott. Scott breaking free. 40. Out of bounds. Just across midfield.
They really haven't been a factor in this game.
That quick pass, and that's complete. Or no, incomplete. Judy could not hold on. They'll hand it off to Gordon, and Melvin Gordon nowhere to go.
And Greg, they really, they've done a good job, as I mentioned, on a crossing route to the other side of the field.
Bridgewater throws, that one's to the outside, and that's complete. And diving for the first down is Tim Patrick, but he is short. And what does Vic Fangio do here?
Well, I think this is one of those situations where you got to think about going for it.
And he is.
They have been pretty successful today running the football. You really haven't seen Philadelphia get a lot of penetration or many stuffs at the line of scrimmage.
Denver, 77% on 4th down this season, 10 out of 13. Melvin Gordon, straight ahead.
Oh, the ball's out.
Coming out of there with the football is Darius Slay. Slay on the move to the outside. Blockers in front of him. Slay all by himself down the field.
Davion Taylor comes in. He gets that ball out, I believe, before Gordon hits the ground, and then Darius Slay picks it up, goes the other way. What a play.
That will be the question. Where was Gordon when that ball came loose?
There was a lot of bodies, and so the question is going to be, was he on top of the pile before his knee was able to hit the ground? Again, just a terrific effort by Davion Taylor.
It has been confirmed a touchdown for the Eagles, and Slay's return is 82 yards. What a sudden turnaround. Jake Elliott for the extra point. And it is good. The end of the third quarter. Philadelphia with a 27-13 lead. Darius Slay in Eagles heaven. Along with our producer, Jonathan Siegel, our director, Mark Grant, Greg Gumbel, Adam Archuleta, A.J. Ross, we go to the 4th. Off of a stunning 82-yard fumble return by Darius Slay, the Eagles with a 27-13 lead. Deontay Spencer will not get a hand on this one. They'll start at the 25. Gene Steratore joins us. Pretty quick decision on whether this was a legitimate fumble or not, Gene.
Yeah, I think they got a pretty good look early, Greg, to see the ball coming out very quickly. And then I think what you look for next is, does anyone possess this football from the defensive side with their body part down or a knee down? We can see Surtain picks it up very cleanly, and he's on his feet away from everyone, and it continues on. From an officiating standpoint on the field, a lot of anxiety when that many bodies are pulled in there and you just can't find the football. So it bounces out and makes it a little easier for the refs as well.
Well, initially I thought, looking at it live, that the ball came out a lot later, but with that angle it was clear. And I mentioned Davion Taylor, just that effort is just incredible. And Darius Slay, a little hungry to rebound from last week with a big one. The offense has to open up and the receivers have to get more involved downfield.
Bridgewater under pressure, throws to the near side, and that is grabbed by Javonte Williams. I'd been better off letting that one fall incomplete, although that was close to being a backwards pass.
Yeah, and once again, more pressure inside from Philadelphia. The ball to, and that's where they need to go.
Denver 1 out of 7 on third downs today. He has time and he's going to go deep, and he has a man wide open but way overthrown. Got my glasses on. 4th and 14. And Reed with the fair catch at about the 35-yard line. 13 minutes, 33 seconds remaining to be played. The Eagles with the ball and a 27-13 lead. Coming back to Denver after this. This is Jordan Howard. Howard with a hole on the left side. 40, 45, midfield. Malik Reed making the stop after a 15-yard gain and a first down.
Oh, this was just a terrific block by Jack Stoll, the rookie out of Nebraska. He's going to combination block and then just be able to get up on Kenny Young at the last moment. I mentioned before that last drive that this is the part of the game, if you're Philadelphia now, in the second half with the lead, is when you really want that running game to come alive. They really didn't need it much in that first half, but you saw a big run by Boston Scott, and then that time Jordan Howard is able to get loose in that defensive backfield.
They'll keep it on the ground with Howard, and Howard to the 45. And it is going to figure big here in the fourth quarter for the Philadelphia Eagles. Coming up on 12:15 to play. Plenty of time, 2nd and 5. Howard, 30, 25-20. First down, Eagles. Another big gainer. This one worth 25 yards.
And this time they just caught him in a blitz, and there was nobody there. Linebackers come up, there's nobody home. Fuller, he's coming outside, and that to me is just about the perfect play call. Run it right into the blitz, pull the backside, and there's nobody home to tackle Jordan Howard. And right now, the Philadelphia run game is really starting to come to life as they try to close this out in the fourth quarter.
How about that stat? 3 rushers with 40 or more yards in 3 straight games. 2nd and 9. This is Boston Scott. Dodges a tackle at the line of scrimmage and works his way to about the 12-yard line. Justin Simmons with the tackle. Hurts looking for a way around on the outside, and he's knocked out of bounds inside the 10. And that is enough for a first down.
Yeah, the one time when they needed it, and they've done a really, really nice job. You see Malik Reed is out there, but there was just the ever so slightest block by the wide receiver, and that took away the angle that Reed had, and Hurts is just going to be able to outrun him to the sideline.
Take a quick break. 1st and goal when we come back.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need. Jardians. And by Gap.
While we pause for that, Inside the NFL now streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus. Get expert insight and exclusive commentary from the hardest hitting team in the game, including James Brown, Phil Simms, Brandon Marshall, Ray Lewis, Michael Irvin, and Julian Edelman. Stream new episodes of the Emmy Award-winning series Tuesdays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Looking to give the Eagles a 17-point lead. That kick is good. 7:36 to play here in the fourth, and Philadelphia's lead is now 30-13. Next Sunday, Week 11 of the NFL on CBS. Plenty of games with plenty of implications for the playoffs, including Lamar Jackson leading the Ravens against the Bears, the Cincinnati Bengals battling the Las Vegas Raiders. We'll get you ready for all of today's action at noon Eastern Time with JB and the usual suspects on the NFL Today. That's all next Sunday here on CBS. Well, how much do you dedicate to the air game here if you're the Denver Broncos, and if you're the Eagles, you're pretty sure what's coming?
All of it, and expect the safeties to play deep. And this is where it's okay if you're Jonathan Gannon and you give a high completion percentage, granted that everything's under 10 yards. Come up, make the sure tackle, don't allow any yards after the catch, and bleed as much clock as possible.
Boy, Cortland Sutton, 1 catch today. Jerry Jeudy, 4. Tim Patrick, 2. And we'll start from the 25. Coach Gannon. Bridgewater with time, throwing into the dirt, incomplete.
Really has played well today.
2nd and 10 for Bridgewater, and that short pass is complete, and going nowhere is Patrick. Upended immediately after the catch by Avonte Maddox.
Watching tape also, the guy that really stood out, who I think is playing pretty fast out there, is Maddox.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Bridgewater under pressure, trying to spin out of it and throws it away.
Dip on their shoulder and expected them to come out here and play well. Absolutely, that has been the case.
Jalen Reagor from his own 23. Jigs and jags across the 32, about the 32 or the 33-yard line. So with 6:49 to play here in the fourth, the Philadelphia Eagles are looking pretty good.
You know, they've had some pretty good individual efforts in the critical situations today.
For the 11th straight time, they run the football and ducking inside or across the 40 to about the 40. Well, let's see, they'll mark him at the 40-yard line. That'll be a couple of yards short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 2. Well, you can make a plan for what you want to do, but when you run the football as well as the Eagles have done it, it's easy to stick to it.
Yep, and wasn't the case in the first half. It was all passing. And here in the second half, when Philadelphia has had a lead.
On 4th and 1, they'll kick it away to Deontay Spencer. Spencer, fair catch called for and made at the 12.
And they wish they had more of last week, was just the explosive plays.
This one going deep down the sideline. It is incomplete.
Philadelphia has played really, really well. And I think it's because their defense in this part of the field is why the Broncos only sit here with 13 points.
That pass is incomplete. Intended for Noah Fant and T.J. Edwards, who has been all over the field for the Eagle defense.
But the team that is really trying to find their identity.
That pass is complete. Bridgewater to Sutton. And the clock continues to move.
And it's the 3rd and long riddle that Denver just has not been able to solve today here on 3rd downs. Philadelphia's defense, 1 of 10.
To the end zone. Overthrowing everybody. Sutton was there. but covered well by McPherson. So it'll be 4th and 7. And this crowd, which was psyched early on,
Yeah, they were.
and probably still living off of that last week win over the Dallas Cowboys.
There was a lot of buzz. A lot of buzz going on. The defense was playing well. The offense was starting to get healthy, and then today happened.
They need the 3-yard line for a first down. Bridgewater pulls it down a couple of times, now breaks loose. Rolling this way, directing traffic, throwing back to the end zone, and overthrows his intended receiver, Tim Patrick. And that will definitely seal it for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Has missed on some opportunities that were uncharacteristic of his game.
You know, in the hotel lobby this morning, we saw a bunch of Philadelphia Eagles fans, and they were consistently saying, "Be kind to us today." You guys have been pretty kind to yourselves. Play ought to get us to the 2-minute warning. This is Scott, and Scott turning the corner. 20, 25, 30, staying in bounds. And that will get us to the 2-minute warning with 1:57 to play. It's going to be a happy plane ride home for these Philadelphia Eagles. 30-13.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Verizon, the official 5G network of the NFL, and by Crown Royal. Join us at kickoff with crown.com.
Oh, some happy Philadelphia Eagles fans. Fly indeed. They did today.
Boy, did they.
Hurts takes a knee. They ran the ball, and they ran it well.
Well, 115 yards in the second half, and this is a first half scramble by Hurts, 31 yards. That was his biggest contribution, but it's really been the Jordan Howard and Boston Scott show. Both running backs with 12 and 11 carries respectively, and about 83 yards, and run for 217 yards today, Greg.
It's so good on the ground. Jalen Hurts really didn't have to throw in the second half.
Well, that's what's amazing, because you look at Hurts' numbers, 178 yards, and you think, oh, you know, that was an okay game, you know, nothing spectacular. But he's only thrown 3 passes in the second half.
And only completed one of them.
And only one an interception. But that, don't let that number fool you. He was exceptional in the first half, and the running game took over here in the second.
Philadelphia is going to improve to 4-6 on the season, while Denver falls to 5-5. And the Chiefs could join them, depending on what happens tonight against the Raiders. 3rd and 12. And we come up on the last play of the day. Hey, tonight on CBS begins with 60 Minutes and never-before-seen film of the Beatles. Then don't miss the concert of a lifetime, Adele, one night only, including an exclusive interview with Oprah Winfrey, followed by CSI Vegas. That is tonight on CBS. As I said, a happy plane ride home for the Philadelphia Eagles, who come into Denver and knock off the Denver Broncos convincingly, Arch.
Yes, and you can say that for Philadelphia, what they did today is really what the Broncos did to Dallas last week. It was a complete performance on both sides of the football.
30-13.
Woo! Yeah! Hey, guys. Unbelievable physical play. How am I supposed to say it, Gardner? How am I supposed to say it? Physicality? Where you at?
Not physicalness. Physicality.
Physicalness, physicality. We took it to the... Great job. We're road warriors now. Let's go out there, and now we got to go get a home win. All right? Now we got to go get a home win and get 2 in a row. All right? And it starts this week. All right, but the physical play was unbelievable. All right, listen now. Listen now. Round 11 starts tomorrow because I need you guys to come in and get tested. If you want to flush your bodies, come in. But I'll see you guys Wednesday!
This is what it's supposed to feel like, man. You got to remember what it took to get here, though. What you put out on that field, man, what we did in all 3 phases today, that's what it's about. But the challenge is, can we do it consistently, man? That's what we failing right now, consistency. So coach giving us a day off, man, but that don't mean shut it down. Figure out what to do, get your body right, get an extra day of preparation in. Because that's what it's going to take when we go back to the link, get this win versus Saints, get this thing going, man. Let's do it. Let's go. Hey, love y'all boys. Family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family. Let's get it.